Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's I'm going to be reviewing an entry-level Hyundai Santa Fe. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Murdoch Hyundai here in Linden, Utah for giving me some time with this Santa Fe. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 20 around town and then 28 on the highway, with power outputs being 281 horsepower and then 311 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, this metallic gray looks absolutely fantastic, and you guys can see the Hyundai logo here, and then we've got the cool new grille design with the H pattern there on the headlight cluster, and you can see parking sensors down below as well. But yeah, overall, really cool boxy design here with the new Santa Fe. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235, 60, 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver mixed with the blacked out elements and mostly closed off. Now we've got this big chunky kind of like fender flare design Santa Fe there on the side, and then you can see the bodywork continues along the side as well. And then here is your full side profile with the Santa Fe. Now taking a look at the key fob, even the entry level gets the cool new fob. We've got the opening for the hatch, remote start function, all of that. And then inside, you guys can see with the third row up, you don't have a massive amount of storage space behind, but I mean, it's somewhat usable, and then you can obviously throw the third row down if you want even more storage. I guess this is all the mats and everything. So I've been in the third row of a couple of these new Santa Fe's now, and basically you can see legroom. It's decent. You can fit adults back there, but it's best for kids. But the biggest thing about the new Santa Fe is with the box design, you get tons of headroom there on the back. You can see the cup holders and everything there as well. And then when you're all done, just press that and that will lower the hatch right back down. Now when it comes to the taillight design, again, you can see the H pattern there and then Santa Fe across, and yeah, that caps things off. Let me know what you guys think about the design on this one with this particular paint color, but it looks pretty cool. Now taking a look at the door panel in the back, you can see soft touch all across, and then look at this trim here, and I love the look of the handle, and you got more soft touch down below, and then decent storage. Now this package is going to come with cloth seats. It's cool with the white coloration there. Manual adjustments on the side. And then legroom in the second row is really good. Got a little storage pocket. That's pretty cool across. And then you can see with the vents too. And then you still have access to the center console here with this, which is good. And then headroom here is good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again, soft touch all across. We got blind spot running with the mirrors, and then you can see again with that trim down below. Really nice door panel again for an entry level, right? Over window controls, mirror adjustments as well. And then here's the front seat again with all of the cloth trim here. Got your manual adjustments on the side. You can see for the hatch, stability control, and then again more of that soft touch. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see soft touch all around. We got paddle shifters there in the back for the 8-speed. You got your voice command controls, adaptive cruise control. You can see steering assist as well. And then the new thing is the column shifter. It seems like this is pretty controversial. Some people either really like it, or I should say polarizing rather. But anyways, people either really like it or they don't. Now here's a quick look at the gauge cluster. You can see we can scroll through different menus, different bits of information on systems within the car. And then even this gets the different drive modes that you can go through, which is nice. So in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. You can see resolution with that's pretty dang solid. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, solid response time. And it doesn't have as many tabs as the more loaded up cars, but still good. Again, like I said earlier, soft touch across the dash. This still has the top glove box, and even the outside of that is soft touch. They did a good job with the material use with this. And you can see the bottom glove box down below. Again, that H pattern across. Analog controls for the radio. Single zone climate with this. So got the USB ports and the little kind of like storage area here. This is pretty cool. You can see the cup holders, and then you got the center console. It has such a solid closing feel. I really like that. And then you just have a manual mirror dimmer, and then no center for anything. So this one is an SE 2.5T, and so pretty much just standard package. This does have the carpeted floor mats added, but your base MSRP $35,750, total MSRP $37,545. So this is less than $40,000 for this thing. Craziness. Let's drive it. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, through the rest of the rear, and let us set off in this sub $40,000 Santa Fe. So I want to preface things with current car pricing. Also, I forgot to mention the storage underneath the center console. I always seem to do that. Anyways, the average used car in today's market is about 26 grand. The average new car is about $48,000, $47,000. So this being at $37,000 is between the average brand new and used car in terms of pricing. And this is obviously brand new. The reason I'm bringing that up is this thing is a dang good value for what you are getting feature wise, and it's just the car that you are getting. And it doesn't drive any worse. I mean, it still has that kind of big substantial feel that you get in the, just, you know, the XRTs that I drove the other day. Love the look over the hood. That just kind of makes the driving experience, I think. Yeah, suspension's still comfortable. It doesn't really drive any different than the XRT. It does get better fuel economy though because of the street tires. Yeah, everything feels pretty much the same here. And it's cool that they're giving this a real engine, even in this base form. Because, yeah, you know, sometimes, again, SUVs in this, you know, kind of like more base form just have no power. But this still has quite a bit. And speaking of that, look at this. Woohoo! I mean, that's fast. That is some turbo fun. That is, that's fun. So, summing things up here with the Santa Fe SE. Does it have all this exciting stuff with the XRT? No. It's $5,000 less. And for $5,000 less, you still have a really cool looking vehicle. It doesn't have the cool all-terrain tires. You could add that for a lot less than $5,000. The biggest thing that I'd say that you are missing out on is two things. Seats. These cloth seats versus, it's not real leather, but you know, the soft touch seats that you have in the XRT. And then the other thing would be heated seats and dual zone climate. So, you know, you have to decide if that's big enough value for you. I mean, the XRT also has the kind of like blacked out look. Roof rack too, or roof rails, not rack, but roof rails. That's the other thing I forgot with the XRT versus this. So you just have to kind of decide if if that stuff is of value. So I still think the XRT probably, because I mean, it's so affordable still, is probably going to be the big seller with this new Santa Fe. But again, the fact that you can get a very similar experience for sub $40,000, and yeah, I don't know what I mean. I think I know what I'm going to title the video, but like seriously, this has, it's not the same driving dynamics of a Range Rover, but the interior style, theme, all that kind of stuff, very, I mean, it's got the freaking double glove box. Very similar to what you have in a Range Rover, and for not even half the price of a Range Rover Sport. So let me know what you guys think about this, but I think this is a market disruptor, and it's basically a $30,000 Range Rover.